Welcome everyone tonight to the Wallhawk versus the Ballinger Bearcats football game. You are watching the Wallhawks football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. I am Coach Chad Curry, followed with me next with Coach Larry Holscher. Coach, how are you? It's been a while.
Oh, man, I'm doing great. Anytime you're out here on a Friday night, it's a good night, right?
It absolutely is. And so I know we're going to talk about the two teams and where they currently are, but before we get to that, Ballinger itself, great community, has a strong football history,
yes,
and so I'm excited to be here in this stadium. It's been quite a few years. I kind of mentioned y'all earlier, I even drove to the wrong stadium when I got here, but this town has a history of supporting their coaches and their players, and usually show up for big crowds and big games.
Yes, sir. I mean, this is a tradition-rich place over here in Brownwood. Ballinger. Sorry, Ballinger. I've coached in a lot of games here back when I was coaching at Brady, and they were tough, physical ball games. And I expect the same thing tonight. From what I've seen from Ballinger, I know their record may not indicate that how good of a team they really are, but their offensive line, you're going to notice it on this live stream tonight, they're going to come off really flat-backed and come straight into a defensive lineman. They're really aggressive, really big, and their defensive line is as well. Their quarterback is a good-looking young man that can definitely hurt you on the ground as well as a running back. So put the records aside. This is a lot of these people have family members, cousins, so it should be a really, really good physical football game.
No, Coach, that's a great thing you brought up right there. I mean, we're about 40 miles away from each other. As a former graduate of Wall, I still have a lot of good friends that graduated from Ballinger about the same time, so everybody knows each other. Coach Lang at Ballinger's in his second year. They are currently 0-6. Coach have only been able to muster up about 12 points, and that was in the first game.
Right.
Score's kind of been lopsided going against them. As they approach tonight, what's kind of their mentality? What are they talking about before they go play a team like Wall that has its own history and own success?
Well, plain and simple, you got to play to your advantage. And if you're a tough physical football team, then let's be a tough physical football team. No matter, we'll worry about where the dust settles after the game. But during the game, let's be as physical and as disciplined as we can and let the dust settle. If that was me, that's what I would be saying to my team.
And fans, again, welcome us too. So we're in Ballinger Stadium. We are right with the field next to the band. And so you'll probably hear them a lot, which is fantastic. But just remind those that you guys are watching the Pixelcast pregame media show. Coach, again, we talked about Ballinger. Again, kind of a slow start. But Wall coming off a big win from Great Creek. But they've had a tough loss to Mason in between that and last time we were together. What's Wall's mindset right now? They're 4-2 and 1-0 in district.
Well, what happened before district doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that matters right now is tonight's football game to these guys. The beauty about playing the Jim Neds and the Ciscos and the Masons of the world that are all very physical football teams is you can match physicalness. That's in their psyche. That's who they are. They're a physical football team. And the beauty is you take what you learn from Jim Ned and Mason and what they exposed, and you set a mindset of, are you getting better as a player every day to fix the things that you were bad at in those? That needs to be their mindset. I'm pretty sure that is their mindset. If it's not, that needs to be it. Is you can't fix what happened in the past. Because really that Mason game, Mason had 84 yards total offense.
Wow.
84 yards. They got their 14 points, one off of about 50 yards worth of penalties, and the other one was a interception return down to the 5. That's it. They didn't have any offense the rest of the night. So you've got to, instead of focusing on the negative, focus on what you did well, and you were down in the red zone, focus on what do we got to do in the red zone to fix that. And what do we got to do to fix the turnovers? Because that's really one of their biggest Achilles heels all year long, and that's an easy fix. I've said it all year long. We talked about it before the first game. Competition breeds competition. It's not that you want somebody to not feel like they're the dude. You want that next guy to know he's got a shot, and that you want that other guy to know that he's got a shot, that I've got to improve or he'll take my job.
Absolutely. In a game like tonight, again, Wall comes in at 4-2. Ballinger comes in at 0-6. The Wall Hawks are pretty heavily favored, but those things we know they got to work on to get better on, they'll focus on that tonight, and then that competition level staying where it needs to be to keep guys in track for it. So, again, we're with the Pixelcast pregame media show. There's about 4 minutes till kickoff. We'll take a quick 30-second break. Then we'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more about the highlights of the game, some of the starters for the game. We'll get this game kicked off on a wonderful Friday night here in Ballinger, Texas.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley. With new, used, or refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices on gap, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community today for your auto financing needs.
Sports fans, welcome back. Again, you're watching the Wall Hawks football on Concho Sports Network presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. I want to make sure that we highlight our sponsors as well tonight, too. Oasis Crop Insurance, Church Landscape, Pack Saddle Barbecue. Your coach and I talk about that a lot. But, hey, fans, you know that Concho Sports Networks is a Pixelcast media brand. Yes, all content you see from CSN, including these live broadcasts, are produced by San Angelo's own Pixelcast Media. There's no better way to get your story out to the world than with video. No one in San Angelo does it quite like Pixelcast Media. So if you'd like to expand your brand in San Angelo and West Texas, give us a call at Pixelcast Media, 325. All right, fans, we're about 2 minutes before kickoff tonight. Just want to highlight some of the starters, the depth chart for the Wall Hawks. On offense, number 1, Gunnar Dillers at quarterback. Number 14, Gunnar Dillers at quarterback. Fullback, number 1, Nathan Pepper. Right back, number 8, Briggs Jones. The other right back, that's what the coach calls that, Hagan Barbie, number 4. Wide receiver, number 6, Landon Bills. Wide receiver, number 17, Kellen Oliver. Left tackle, number 50, Logan Thomas. Left guard, number 54, Hudson Braden. Center, Emmett Marlott. Right guard, 70, Lee Brake. Right tackle, number 55, Kirkland Pritz. And we'll come back and talk about the defense here in a little bit for it. Coach, I know there's some other games going on tonight. Just want to highlight some of those in the area. It looks like last night, Winners lost to Holly 48-12. Ozone and Cristoval play tonight. TLCA versus Grape Creek in the same district will play tonight as well. Like I said, Reagan County and Sonora kickoff later on. Hamlin and Miles. Central Bobcats and the Odessa Bobcats. And we got some McCamey and El Dorado out there.
Yes, sir. And in this district, you've got, I think the big game in this district going on tonight is Brady at Early. And then Grape Creek will be at TLCA. But that Brady at Early is going to have some major implications on the district race.
Last year we came down to Wall versus Early for that district title in that, and how that lined out.
Right, and this one right here, Brady at Early could very well come down. If Brady were to win that one tonight, could very well come down. I know Wall still has TLCA next week and Early the next, but if Brady was to win and Wall takes care of it, that would have the district title going through Wall the last week of the year, which is what everybody, every coach wants that.
Absolutely. And a little bit of cooler temperatures and cooler weather, especially at the end of the season for that broadcast of that game. Like I said, they've done the coin toss. where we are. Again, Ballinger's 0-6. Coach Lang's been there 2 years now. I don't know by design or by setup. They've always had a pretty challenging non-district, and then their district opponents are probably the top-tier ones to face.
Right.
And so they're trying to get through this game. And, of course, always they want to look ahead into that. I know for them, they're looking for some success to start building upon. And, again, and the way the district works out, if they can get 2 wins in this district, they can sneak in and get that 3rd or 4th place depending on how all that shapes out.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, and for Wall tonight, they're working through their own things, their own setbacks. You know, Ryan Allen was lost at the Mason game for a long, long time. Boone Harris, the center, was lost last week. So as you're watching this game tonight, if there's some rough exchanges early, that would be what's going on between the center and the quarterback is it's a brand new center. So Wall's working through that, but we said at the beginning of the year that was the strength of Wall. They were very deep. You know, Ryan Allen's a great kicker, but Luke Kemp filled in nicely last week. He's got plenty of leg, and as he kicks more, his accuracy will only go up.
Well, again, football can be a long season, especially if you're playing all the way into December, and so that depth is very important. Ballinger here with the kickoff. Look at Keenan Oliver on the return from his own 15.
And he looks like he's going to get some pretty good yardage up to Wall's 47-yard line.
Yeah, with about a 30-yard return for Keenan Oliver. He said he kind of hit the hole and it just took off. As we get set up here, this will be our Oasis Crop Insurance first down, and that was our Shirts Landscape kickoff. And Wallhawks going left to right, the white tops and green pants. Ballinger, and they're all black here at home. Good Friday night for football. This moving into October, it's much nicer.
Absolutely. And as that sun goes down, it'll get only just a little bit cooler, which these guys will only love that.
Past the Landon Bills for about a 1-yard gain. Yeah, being here on the visitor sideline, we're in the sun, so Coach and I still got our sunglasses on here. We're waiting for that thing to set down as well, too. But setting up about a 2-yard loss is what it looks like, so about 2nd and 12 for the Hawks.
Yeah, on that play, he threw the ball a little bit back behind, and Bills had to go get it. But that'll set up 2nd and 12.
I'm sure Ballinger can keep building on that. They'll be pretty excited.
That's going to be Nathan Pepper on about a 5-yard run to set up 3rd and about 7.
So 3rd and 7 here, 3rd and long here for Ballinger. I'm sure they're trying to work on that. Hawks again, we got a new center out there trying to make sure they work exchanges, make sure he's where they need to be. They're looking at opening drive, Coach, just to keep marching it down. You know, what's Ballinger looking like on their first defensive stop here? Just trying to get things slowed down, trying to figure them out?
Now, I think it's all about getting penetration on that offensive line and blowing through blocks right now for them. Dillard's going to keep this one, and he is going to hit and fall forward for about 9 yards, which is going to definitely be enough for a Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
Yeah, Hawks subbing players in and out, getting plays in, signal in from the sideline.
No, I think that's what Ballinger did really good on those first two is they got penetration on the line on the first play, and their safety really worked through a block to bring down the slip screen on the very first play. That's going to score right there. Nobody's going to catch Briggs Jones on this touchdown. And Hawks hit the board first at 10-19 in the first with a Briggs Jones.
Yeah, about a 40-yard run there for Briggs Jones. Looked like a true triple option to the right. Gunnar Dillard just pitched it out. Blocks are set up nicely. Nobody was there in the alley. Briggs Jones just took it to the house.
Well, here in a minute when we watch this replay after the Pack Saddle PAT. Now, anybody that's been listening to me, hopefully you went to Pack Saddle and got you some ribs. Get those things up. Get them ready to dunk them into some barbecue sauce now.
Luke Kemp, the extra point.
Is good. So dunk those ribs. Get that barbecue sauce all over those beards. It's going to be fun times. Get the napkin ready after that.
Hawks take the quick 7-0 lead, 10-19 left. We'll take a 30-second break here. We'll come right back.
Dear San Angelo, we know you have high expectations. you value excellence, innovation, and hometown values.
You're built with tradition, yet open to new experiences.
You look at your glorious past and create a vision for the future.
You expect professional grade and settle for nothing less.
For all that and more, we are proud to say, San Angelo, you're our hometown.
All right, going into the break, you saw the replay. What was so good about that play, Gunnar Dillard really rode that fullback dive and ripped it out of his chest. You caught the tail end of it, but you had an out block by your slot receiver and a real good zone block by that tackle that just freed Briggs. And then all he has to do is run to the sideline and up the field.
Yeah, as an offensive coach, you can't draw up any better. You're making that read. You're getting your blocks on your edge, blocks downfield.
And if you're wondering why that's such a big deal, he rode that fullback, which collapsed the linebackers and the ends inside for that fullback because he kept it in his mesh so long and then ripped it out late. So there's Luke Kemp on the Schertz Landscape kickoff, and he kicks it out of bounds about the 15-yard line. So I'm sure Ballinger will take the penalty and come out to the
35 now?
30.
So I know NFL or college is 35. I'm trying to think high school, but it might be 30 at 30-yard line, Coach. You're right on that. So 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. Like I said, down 7-0. Yeah, it's a beautiful night for football. You hear the Wallhawk band. Walls brought a fantastic crowd here tonight to watch, cheer on the Hawks. Good, tough little inside zone run there.
Yeah, that was just a real simple inside zone, kick out the end, double down the nose to the backer, and he's good for about 2.5, 3 yards there.
Yeah, number 28 in Pena, he's a sophomore, and quarterback Kyson Weathers, he's a sophomore as well. So even looking at the roster here, Ballinger's got a handful of seniors, but a handful of sophomores and juniors as well, so mixed little group.
Yeah, they're a pretty young team, which only gives them hope for the years to come. Here they come into a trips tight. It's going to go, quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to be bottled up for a gain of about 1.5 yards.
Yeah, setting up a 3rd and long there. Great job by the defensive end. It looks like just sitting inside and reading.
The way this play works, they're reading that outside backer and that end. You notice 50 got up the field.
Yep.
That's what made him keep it. So right now on Wall, you know who you're reading now, so that helps you figure out what you're going to do with your stunts after that.
Yeah, fantastic job there by number 13 for the Hawks there. We had a jersey change on that because it's not on our roster on that one too. But
I want to say that was the nose, Chandler Wilde, that stepped that one out and made it.
All right, 3rd and 8 now for the Bearcats.
And that's going to be picked off, looks like by Hagan Barbie. If he gets the edge, this could be a score too, and he does. Hagan Barbie's going to go all the way back for a Hawk score. That's about a 60-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I picked it off on the Hawk 55-yard line, found a crease, went up the side. We'll see it on the Concho Sports replay here in a second, here after the kickoff for it. But,
you know, and that's as much a defensive front play as anybody because the ends came up the field, put some pressure, but stayed contained. And then you had the Mike backer and the nose sitting right there, so he had nowhere to run up the middle.
Yeah, it looked like Kyson Weathers stepped up in the pocket like he was going to make a good throw. It just I'm thinking he was looking for the cross around the middle, just sold a little bit too wide.
Yes, sir.
It looks like Luke Kemp just pulled it to the left, so it's 13-0 Hawks. Like I said, we'll catch that replay here real quick. That's on the back end of it where he picks it off at the 55-yard line. You know, every defense has got a call for that, whether it's Oscar or whatever, just alerting everybody. And all of a sudden we have the ball, and it's her to start picking somebody up to come block.
Number 4, Mastine, was pretty smart right there. He could have went in and made a shot. He didn't. He just kind of got in his way, even kind of put his hand on him a little bit. Smart not to take that shot.
Yeah, I think the Alabama A&M game that last week, I believe it was the Alabama player, got somebody late in the back about 15 yards. Of course, you know, Nick Saban didn't like that.
No.
We want to thank some of our sponsors tonight, including our presenting sponsor, First Community Federal Credit Union, as well as Mitchell Automotive Group, Pack Saddle Barbecue, Schertz Landscape, Oasis Crop Insurance, and the Financial Services Center. We couldn't bring these broadcasts to you without the support of our great sponsors. We'd love if Hawk fans would also go out and support these local businesses.
You know, and Luke Kemp, I alluded to that earlier. He had the same thing going on last week. He was just a little wide left because he's pulling his leg across. But the more he kicks, the better he's going to get at that, and the less that he's going to pull his leg because he's going to realize he doesn't have to.
Well, I can tell you, I cannot coach kickers or even think about it. But it only ever made sense to me. It's kind of like a golf swing.
Yeah.
He kicked it out of bounds to the left side there. It looks like he almost squared it up. Same thing crowded across his body. Like I said, more practice, more work. They know they got to get that done. Even Luke Kemp's disappointed himself on that kick. But sets up a 1st and 10 here. Looks like they're going to walk it up to about the – they're standing at the 30. I think it's going to come up to the 35-yard line. Looks like where it went out at, pretty close to it.
Yes, sir.
So 8:41 left to go in the first quarter. 13-0 Wall Hawks over the Ballinger Bearcats. Pena there on another run. Probably a good run, about 4 yards. But look at the entire Hawk D-line was in the backfield, and so he just happened to slip right past him.
Yeah, he found one little seam, you know. The defensive line did a really good job of getting penetration. He found that one little groove and got around one linebacker and was able to gain 4.5 yards. I mean, that's kind of what you want. You're on schedule.
So 2nd and 7. Quarterback draw. And Weathers is a big kid. Kaiser Weathers, we don't have the weights on him, but for a sophomore quarterback, he's a pretty good-sized body.
He's a good-looking kid. So you see on this, it's designed that way. You see them pull. They're going to leave that end over. They're going to pull and kick him. So they want it. The offensive line wants it to look like a zone the other way, and then they'll pull and just wall that backside run lane for the quarterback, and that's what you saw.
Bearcats get their first down. 1st and 10 now from their own 45-yard line.
So here we are in a trips. Yep. We're going to have illegal motion. That's going to be 22 for the Cats. He kind of stepped forward right there, and you can still reset, but quarterback was already pulling the hammer on the snap as well. So
fans,
mark them back 5.
Yeah, so make 1st and 15. Fans, if you're watching us tonight and you might have some spotty service with us, our signal's not great here. We are using hotspots to try to broadcast, and so you can catch the rest of this game afterwards on the YouTube recording on the Concho Sports Network page.
So we've got a pass out of a counter, and number 5 gets behind Kellen Oliver, and looks like Briggs Jones there. It looked like Wall was in cover 2 on the backside, but they showed counter, and Wall's so aggressive that they kind of slid that way and put Kellen on a little bit of an island back here.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity there for the Bearcats. It looked like he had him beat by a couple steps. Ball was placed where it needed to be.
You know, in a cover 2 corner, he's expecting help over the top. He's there to jam and reroute inside, and you're always going to be an underneath player. So here we go with the sprint out. He feels pressure.
Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Number 50 there for the Wall Hawks.
So Logan Thomas on the sack, and he should get a fumble on that as well. The ball goes out of bounds off of the fumble, though, and that's where the ball should be spotted.
Yeah, number 50 Logan Thomas coming from the backside to the end, just a hustle play. You know, you're watching film too on the offensive side. I know Ballinger's a tough spot there for him. We got some guys kind of standing there watching around, and so that's 3rd and about 17 now. Hawks showing man coverage with some pressure.
And that's just going to be an OZ right. All it was an outside zone.
Yeah, look.
And when we see this, once again, we talked about this at the beginning of the year. your force on that edge is coming from a backer that's 3 yards deep. You just understand you're going to have to take that at times. You either bring them off the edge to set the force now or tell them to try to get them when you can.
You know, watching the Concho Sports replay on there, it looked like they had a play set up. Look at the sophomore, the right tackle there for Ballinger. He got to the second level, almost just didn't see the backer. You know, like you said, they either could have made the pick, could have made a play, but now it is 4th down on a punt. Good decision there by number 3.
That's going to be Briggs Jones with a lot of fancy juking and jiving to get this thing up to Ballinger's 44.
Yeah, forced out by number 3, Shane Haney.
He misses that one, makes that guy miss. This was impressive, knowing where he was and getting at least another yard off of that.
So this sets us up for a Oasis Crop Insurance first down. 6:04 left in the first quarter. Like I said, Hawks making a few subs here, getting set up.
Wall's going to get in their own overset here.
Ballinger still looking to the sideline.
And get numbers. They actually have numbers to the right side. A lot of numbers to the right side. And Dillard sees it, knows where he's going, and that's going to be a Hawk first down, Oasis Crop Insurance first down after a 13-yard pickup.
Yeah, tackle by number 4, sophomore Manny Gonzalez for the Bearcats.
See, Wall had so many numbers that tackle really didn't even know who to go to because everybody was accounted for man-wise.
1st and 10 from the 28-yard line of the Bearcats.
They have numbers again on this side.
Nathan Pepper ran to his own blocker.
Yeah, that's Logan Thomas. He got out there and just kind of stood like, I don't know what to do.
I'm sure they'll laugh about that at film tomorrow. Like, hey, just keep going somewhere.
Yeah, somebody's got black on. Go to them.
See the replay.
You kind of see him out there. He's just like, I'm not sure who you want me to go. He's blocking my guy.
No, go find somebody else on that.
But that's what when I keep saying numbers, you split the field in half from the center to the right and the left, and you count how many defensive guys are on the left and how many offensive guys are on the left and how many defenses are on the right and offenses are on the left. Like right now, you see a lot of defenders over on the left side of that center. There's 5 of them. Well, that tells you over here you've got numbers because you've got 6 people over here, 6 to 5.
Yeah, you see 3 straight plays, like you said, towards that side where the Hawks have the more numbers for it.
Yeah, and all they're doing is bringing that it's an overset. That's all it is. They're bringing the slot over.
Let's get the extra blocker on that. That sets up a 1st and 10 now. Looks like about the 11-yard line going in. So not quite 1st and goal. Hawks can get a first down if they get down to the 1-yard line. Or am I? I'm on the 15. Oh, sorry, I'm on the 16-yard line. The ball is from the side, so we still got a little ways to go.
So they're going to get in there. A little more traditional flex bone look. Wide receivers are a little tighter than normal, but that's about it. If he gets the corner.
Great play. Get a hustle, though. Great play by Ballinger there to kind of slow him down on that. But still picked up, looks like about 5 yards, 6 yards on the play. So Hawks are kind of having their way. 5, 6, 10 yards a run right now.
So that's going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Hawks.
Hawks set up with their tight formation. Nathan Pepper just takes the inside of the outside, looking for the contact, and he gets himself a touchdown on that.
I think he was looking at him saying, are you going to try to tackle me or not?
Yeah, it kind of looked that way. He almost went looking for him, but he wasn't. It's about a 12-yard run for Nathan Pepper. Again,
it's one of those old Westerns. Do you want to dance or not?
That's right. It looks like he did on that play, but Nathan Pepper there getting the score and the touchdown. Hawks are up 19-0 as Luke Kippen tips the extra point. The Pack Saddle Barbecue extra point.
Get those ribs up. Much better straight on right there. Dip them down and have you a good taste of those ribs.
Hawks take the 20-0 lead right now. 3:33 left in the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second commercial break and come back.
Cotton farming in the Concho Valley, that's risky business. Specializing in crop insurance and serving local family farmers for over 15 years, Oasis Crop Insurance understands those risks firsthand. That's why year in and year out, from the first seed you plant to the last boll you harvest, Oasis Crop Insurance is your risk management partner.
Oasis Crop Insurance, service from paradise.
Welcome back, fans. You're watching the Wallhawks football on the Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Again, Hawks are up 20-0, 3:33 left to go in the first quarter. So far, Hawks have been able to do what they want to offensively. Ballinger's had a first down, then a penalty, then a drop pass. It could have been a bigger play. Coach, what's kind of your early thoughts?
My early thoughts is, and we really saw it on that last drive, Wall's doing a really good job of creating numbers and taking advantage of those numbers. I alluded to it the last play. I mean, they've got 6-5. One time they had 7-4 on the very first play of that drive that I thought was going to break for a touchdown on the first play. Their coaches have got them ready. They know this flex bone well. They know how to get numbers on you, either through motion or through formations. And they're doing a really good job of formation-wise. Yeah. Defensively, Wall is doing a real great job of staying disciplined. They're not just madly running up the field. They're containing and then sending it to their nose and their mic a lot of the plays, which is forcing Ballinger's quarterback to make some throws that window may be a little high.
It's like another penalty. I'm assuming another false start here on the Ballinger Bearcats. Well, that's what you know. I said good teams, bringing pressure, causing disruptance in the backfield for Ballinger, making the extra maybe stressful throw for them. And right now, even penalty-wise, they just keep kind of putting themselves in binds. So 1st and 15 for the Bearcats. Again, they are on their own 20-yard line. Again, if you're joining us at home, of course, we have our Wallhawk band. They're right next to us, so that's why you're hearing the wonderful music that we are.
And this band, they are really good. They will be performing tomorrow night at 7:30 at St. Angelo Stadium. So go have a date with your wife and go watch some bands compete tomorrow night. Go get you some dinner and then go watch. They are good. And
it's going to be a wonderful night. I think a high of 72 tomorrow, Coach. And so it'll be a great day to get outside and go watch them perform.
That's Mickelwitz right there on the tackle while we're talking about the band. I mean, obviously you're going to hear these guys a lot tonight. That band they play exceptionally well. They're not very big, but they're really loud.
All right, second and about 14 it looks like. It's like Peeny got about a yard on the carry. Nathan Pepper on a nice big hit there across the middle.
And that right there was as much a coverage sack as anything. You won't see it in the replay.
Well, if you do see Nathan Pepper here at the right tackle, he loses his shoe on this play before he goes and makes the hit.
He splits a double.
Yeah, he's lost one shoe. He's running one foot.
You know what's so amazing about that? He split a double and then got flat.
I love that.
As a defensive end, that you've always talked about the cliff. Don't ever run off the cliff. And the cliff is right on the hill of the offensive line. But I'm telling you, the secondary did a great job of making that quarterback keep that ball and giving Pepper time to get flat.
Absolutely. There's nobody open on the back end. There shows the pressure here. Makes a smart decision and throws it away on that part to it. So we're setting about a 4th and 15 on that play. Pressure there on number 12, Brylan White, trying to be a screen, just couldn't quite get to the outside.
So this is trial by fire for this sophomore quarterback. But he made a smart decision that to throw it. You would like, as a coach, for him to throw it a little more flat to the sideline where nobody is, because Caleb Braden was screaming towards that ball.
Weathers with a punt, end over end.
Going to take a funky bounce. You guarantee if that first one's going to be high, the second one's going to be flat.
Kenan Oliver, got the crowd into it.
What an awesome job by Kellen Oliver right there. He knew he was bottled up, so instead of anytime you see a big bounce like that, it's going to get flat. Now, what I was about to say, he knows he's bottled up, so let's just try to run over somebody instead of, let's deliver the blow instead of take the blow.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on that. Sets up a 1st and 10. Oasis Crop Insurance first down. Like I said, Hawks are on the 41-yard line of the Ballinger Bearcats.
That got the crowd fired up. It got me fired up, too. I love that.
Crowd got into it. Yeah, 1:44 left here in the first quarter.
Going to pitch out to Hagan Barbie, who's going to stumble down to about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, tackle by number 13, Kyle Bullard on the play. It looks about a 30-plus yard run here. Yeah, they've been able to hit this pitch all night.
Well, he's doing really, really good job of coming flat down the line and making that guy commit.
Yep.
And once he commits, you've got to have your pitch player come down now. And he's getting there. He just ain't getting there fast enough right now.
Yeah, and I'm trying to curious who is the pitch player on that.
My guess would be the safety.
The ball's loose. Is there a fumble? I don't know if we're blowing it down or not. I did not see a beanbag come out.
Sure looks like they're going to blow that one down.
Right. We'll see it on the Concho Sports Network replay.
So guys got it. And they just rip. Yeah, he's down. His left knee's down when they rip it out of his hand.
So Hawks are 1st and goal here from about the 6-7 yard line.
Going to come out in a tight flex bone formation. And they're going to just ISO this thing.
Dillard tried to keep it on that. Number 77, Tucker Frietta, the junior there for Ballinger on the tackle.
And that's the nose guard fighting through a double to make that tackle on Dillard. That's really good hustle.
They're calling it a 1st down. So it must have barely snuck it in. Dillard trying to go through the A-gap. Gets held up short here. So a little bit of fight right here for the Bearcats trying to keep him out.
That looked like the mini tush push.
There you go.
He didn't quite have enough running backs pushing him in.
It is amazing how many NFL teams are trying to do that, but they just do not do it as well as the Philadelphia Eagles on that.
Yeah, well, it starts having a 240-pound quarterback that probably squats close to 900 pounds or 1,000, you know.
Well, we just wrapped up the first quarter. Hawks are up 20-0 here in Ballinger. We'll take a commercial break, then we'll come back and start the second quarter.
Established in 1927, Schertz Landscape Company is as well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions we live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Schertz.
First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa is a giant of a credit card. With great low rates, no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and even a rewards option, First Community's Platinum Visa is the card for you. With security as a high priority, you can lock your card in case it's lost, stolen, or just to limit its use. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa.
All right, welcome back. You're watching the Wall Hawks of Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We are starting the second quarter, so we just flipped the field. Hawks are 2nd and goal. They have it on the, it says 1 yard line on the scoreboard here. Hawks trying to punch it in.
I would expect the same type of stuff we just saw, just a sneak.
Looks like they held him up again.
Yeah.
And we mentioned his name earlier, number 77, Tucker Frietta.
Yeah, he's doing a good job fighting through a double right here, but Dillard knows that it's going to hit a little further out. He fakes it, and he goes right off of that.
Well, they called a touchdown. I thought they held him out for it. He must have got the ball across.
Yeah, he extended the ball across and fell into the end zone for another Hawk touchdown.
There you go.
Waiting the Pack Saddle barbecue extra point, so everybody knows what to do now.
That's right, hold him up.
Get him up.
26-0. Luke Kipp on the extra point.
Another good
Nicely.
straight-on kick.
Yeah, I think he's starting to get that rhythm down. That, again, as always, that's a big weapon as the season and playoffs kind of go on.
Yeah, he's got plenty of leg. You know, Ryan Allen's a big loss for what he can do, the big playability he gives you. And you kind of miss him a little bit as a kicker because he was so consistent. But you've got plenty of time for this young man right here to develop his angles on his kicks because he's got a leg. With the wind, I could see them kicking straight ahead instead of directional like they were earlier, trying to pooch kick. With the wind, he can put it in the end zone.
Hawks are up 27-0. Bearcats are talking over before they come out. Again, what a wonderful night for football. I always love mentioning people who message us saying they're watching the game. I got good friends, the Friars, Sterling and Jessica, and their realtor group. They've messaged me, and they're watching from home with their kiddos. I got my wife and 3 boys watching tonight, Caden, Lane, and Grayson. I always have to mention their name. Coach, they're excited about the Eclipse tomorrow. It's there in the middle of their flag football game. And
well, you have to. Hopefully everybody stops the game and everybody pulls out these really sweet Eclipse glasses or an index card with a pinhole in it. And just stop the game and everybody lay back on the football field and watch this bad boy.
It might be something interesting.
Well, I mean, I'm a little bit of a science nerd anyway, okay?
Oh, that came back in. Get down to the 1. You might want to take a knee, son.
No. Should be an automatic touchback right there.
They're calling safety over here. I think he's still – well, I thought he still had –
They've changed these rules so much.
I know. I thought he at least still had to touch it into the end zone for a knee. I could kneel down. Unless it's a fair catch. Not like a punt.
I thought any time it went in the end zone, it was an automatic touchback as a safety deal.
Well, we'll see what they say here. Touchdown for the Hawks.
So add another.
That's what I thought. I think
33.
that should be a touchdown for the Hawks.
Now, what I like the Hawks did, because anytime the ball's laying on the field, grab it. Which, you know, that's on Ballinger, but
yeah, that's a hard one there for the Bearcats on that. But my understanding, you had to at least take a knee. Of course, they have changed it many times. But the Hawks get a nice, easy score.
So I know y'all just had a rib, but grab another one.
Yeah, let's just go.
And get it up in the air and get it ready to dip that thing in some of that delicious barbecue sauce.
So I'm sure fans are still scratching their heads. And, yeah, you got to at least touch it and take a knee. Bearcats lucky to get the 12th man off the field. Luke Kent with the next extra point.
Dip them and let's eat them.
34-0. All right, 11:55 here in the start of the – shoot, Coach, we scored 2 touchdowns in 5 seconds. That might be a new record that I'm not quite used to as well. So we're 5 seconds into the second quarter, and the Hawks have scored 2 touchdowns to go up 34-0. While we're in that break, we'll talk about the Mitchell Automotive Group. Hey, Hawk fans, we want to let you know that if you're in the market for a new car or truck, go see the folks at Mitchell Automotive Group. That's Mitchell Toyota on Knickerbocker Road and Mitchell Buick GMC on Sherwood Way. Well, I haven't seen that, I don't know ever, but it's all something new. Like the Eclipse tomorrow. Because my only concern is, we got from 5U to 11U is a bunch of little kids all staring at the sky going blind tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, that's what you got. You got to pull out those sweet little glasses.
We got some of ourselves.
Or an index card with a pinhole in it.
Okay, and I'm gonna bring a stack of those for the kids. Just to make sure nobody loses it over there.
What's going to make this one so special is a lot of times it's never directly over us, but like directly underneath will be right around San Saba, so we're really close to being directly under. So it's going to have a different look. We should get that true fire ring tomorrow.
Very neat. Luke Kemp with the kickoff again.
11:56 a.m.
We just run it out of bounds on that play right there. Yeah, so I listen to sports radio out of Dallas every morning. The Ticket, love a big Mavericks, Rangers, Cowboys fan. They were talking about how Midland and San Angelo in our area is going to be some of the best viewing areas for that Eclipse.
Yes. So even if you've seen one before, it may be worth your while to be outside or from about 11:50. They say 11:56, 11:58 should be the best viewing time for that.
All right, it's 11:53. Bearcats have the ball down 34-0. First and 10, sorry. Nice ball. Well, Weathers there for the Ballinger Bearcats had all day to throw. Kyson Weathers finds Kyle Bullard across the middle of the field. That was a very long developing route, but the protection held up well.
Yeah,
Just stuck it over the defender and right in the zone area.
That offensive line did a great job right there protecting him.
Yeah, first and 10 here. Oasis Crop Insurance first down. Of course, we've had a couple of Shirts Landscape kickoffs mixed in here with us. Again, 11:44. Biggest play for the Bearcats so far. Now I got a nice little run lane here for Pena. Finding a little success on the ground there. Number 23 for the Wallhawks, Hagan Barbie on the tackle. On the replay, you see the little pin and pull action with the lineman.
Yes,
Next
sir.
defender is going to be the safety in the back. So first and 10 there for the Ballinger Bearcats. Bearcats finding a little bit of success right now. Hawks up 34-0, still got things to work on. They can't fall asleep.
No, and they still got their starters out there as well, so they're not taking anything lightly right now. They're still playing this game. Pepper, once again, with the hustle. He just does not quite bring him down, but Mikowitz, the Mike linebacker, is there to clean it up.
Yeah, Nathan Pepper playing some end that we haven't seen that in the previous games. I have not seen that in the previous games.
He played a little bit last week. They were playing him everywhere. He's played a little nose this year, a little defensive end, a little bit of linebacker.
A great family. He's a great young man, great athlete. I know they're moving him around, putting him in the best position they can. Set up a 2nd and 7 now for the Bearcats.
Offense, they've played him everywhere. They've played him at fullback, slot, quarterback, and receiver. Takes a pretty good football IQ to be able to handle knowing all the rules and all that for all those positions.
Absolutely. Hawks D-line there blows up the O-line, the exchange, all of that for a nice big loss here.
That is Logan Thomas, who just screams in that gap and just keeps coming to make a tackle for a loss. Bring up 3rd and 11
That's
for
a couple
the
times we've seen those ends chase
Bearcats.
hard down. I'm curious to see if Weathers might pull this, maybe run one of those. 9:58 left to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 10. I'm assuming this is 2-down position given the score where we're at. Looks like timeout for the Bearcats. We got a play clock. Looks like Coach wasn't too happy about trying to get guys set up and get them in and out of the huddle. So we'll take a quick timeout as well. We'll come back and join Hawks up 34-0 here in the second quarter. All right, welcome back again. You're watching the Wallhawks Football and Concho Sports Network presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. 3rd and 11 here for Ballinger. Weather steps out looking for a body. He's got somebody deep, but he doesn't quite get the ball there. Set a 4th and 11.
Looks like Wiggins might have tweaked his ankle a little bit reaching to bat that ball down. He's coming back pretty hard there.
There's not many guys, unless you're playing the NFL or something, that make that throw across your body about 45 yards downfield.
Yeah, that's not an easy thing to do for sure.
No, 4th and 11 now. Bearcats, a couple big plays to get us down here, a couple more first downs. It looks like we have another timeout by the Bearcats. So while we're doing this timeout, we'll stay here. We'll update you on some games around the area. Again, we mentioned earlier, it looks like Holly Bearcats beat the Winter Blizzards last night 48-12. Ozona Lions are up 13-3 over the Cristobal Cougars here in the second quarter, 6:32 to go. TLCA is up 21-0 over the Grape Creek Eagles. Rock Springs Angoras, what a great name, is tied 8-8 with the Charlotte Trojans. Wallhawks, of course, we're at that game. I'm just reading down my script here. Reagan County is down 14-0 to the Sonora Broncos. Miles Bulldogs are up 28-0 over the Hamlin Pied Pipers. Odessa Broncos and the Central Bobcats are tied 14-all. And so which will be a good little battle going on. McCamey's up 7-0 over the El Dorado Eagles. And so we'll try to expand out here for the next time we update some games. All right, 4th and 11 here for the Bearcats. Hawks on man again. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of pressure, and here it comes. Taking a shot on it. Just didn't quite get the ball there.
A little short and a little outside. I don't think he and the receiver were on the same page. The receiver looked like he was about to turn it into a post route, and he threw it more like a comeback.
You know, I couldn't quite tell if he was trying to figure out where the ball was going to be when it threw. I made that, but it reminded me of coaching some 9U football coach. We're still trying to learn left and right. So, all right, 1st and 10 for the Wallhawks. Oasis Crop Insurance, first down.
Now the Hawks are going to send it down the field to Bills, and it's just out of his reach.
Yeah, a little bit long, but I also think we might have slowed down a little bit on that route too. And so that's just how close it is. That's why big plays can be challenging. You got to really put the ball where it needs to be.
Well, you know what Bills does a really good job of, you see him when he went into that route, he took a stutter step out to make that safety take a step flat for a possible flag, and he turned it right into a post. Just a double move, and it got him wide open down the middle of the field.
Yeah, without Ryan Allen around, we know, of course, he's been out with injury and going to be probably out for the season for it. They're looking for those big pass plays from somebody else in that area.
Hagan Barbie does a really good job. That ball was actually pitched behind him, and he somehow grabs it and pulls it in front.
So 3rd and about 3 here for the Hawks. 9:06 and counting on the clock. Great block there. Looks like by Nathan Pepper still blocking downfield. Gunnar Dillard picks up the first down. Love seeing that again. You see Nathan Pepper lead up here almost like a quarterback ISO. Finds the Mike linebacker and drives him back about a good 10, 12 yards, and Dillard does the rest. Gunnar Dillard on the read again, keeping the ball. Tackled by number 4, Manny Gonzalez. Another Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
Luke Kemp does a really good job of sealing the edge right there, and Gunnar Dillard rolls right off of his rear end for another 6 yards.
And we've talked about that before. All the receivers for the Wall team, everybody, I mean, they do a great job blocking downfield, getting on bodies.
Yes, sir. This time he gives to the fullback, and
That's for you.
Nose is sitting right there to wrap him up.
Yeah, number 22 there, Jalen Hernandez.
Now, that was a Mike Backer.
Yeah, coming straight downhill on that. We've seen some pressure from the nose. Again, we got a new center here, for the Hawks with Marlette there, with Emmett Marlette.
Right, he's coming in for Boone Harris.
He's holding up his own, but they're definitely coming after him.
Going to be a pitch back out to, this time, Thomas Leonis. He's going to pick up enough for a first down. So that's 11 yards with Thomas Leonis.
Great job shifting his
Once
body
again,
there.
He does a really good job of occupying the outside backer just by holding that ball in a little bit longer and making him collapse down.
Yeah, you can tell Gunnar Dillard's getting more and more comfortable running this offense, and it's showing.
Right. And for Ballinger, you've got to be very disciplined. If you're a dive player, you've got dive. If you're a quarterback player, you got quarterback, and you cannot take the eye candy.
Great decision by Gunnar Dillard there.
He does a really good job this time, just giving a little bit of a ball fake, and then cuts it right inside off the ball fake right there. once again, I'm not sure who their pitch player is. So 52 is trying to play quarterback and pitch.
Yeah, I'm sure one of those. I'm assuming he's supposed to have quarterback and then kind of caught himself in no man's land.
So here's the Wall Hawks on an Oasis Crop Insurance first down. And that probably should have been a face mask since he took him down by his helmet. But I don't see any laundry on the field.
No, getting up a little bit slow here. We can see if we can see it on the Concho Sports Network replay.
You're going to see right when he turns the corner, he's just going to grab him by his helmet right there.
Yeah, and the earpiece and everything else.
Yes. It's not just the face mask, it's the face mask extended. So any part of that shell you can't just grab.
So Dillard's back up, 2nd and 10 now for the Hawks. Oh, just a little bit high, but got pressure there from number 75 for the Ballinger Bearcats, 75 Dakota Falcon. Trying to hit number 25 there, Thomas Leonis there. Just got a little bit high on the play. 6:05 left here in the second quarter.
All right, I just got confirmation on the kickoff of what I was thinking. When it rolled into the end zone and was sitting there, and nobody had touched it, but it was in the end zone, that should have been an automatic dead ball and brought back out. But it wasn't tonight. But I thought that's what they had changed for safety reasons, and that's Luke Kemp juking and jiving to get a yard. But it was all for safety reasons. You see right there, one guy missed, two guys missed, three guys missed, and finally the one on the ground comes back and says, "Not so fast, buddy."
You know, it makes sense, though, now the fair catching inside the 25, certain things like that.
Well, it's no different than it going through the back of the end zone.
Yeah, and so I can see as those two lining up together. Well, hate that for the Bearcats and the crew tonight. But 4th and 11 now. Ballinger, I believe, takes their 3rd timeout. Try and get their first stop here.
This is the first time tonight we saw Wall come out in a spread formation to doubles, right? So we'll see if they stick with it after this timeout.
We want to thank some of our sponsors tonight, including our presenting sponsor, First Community Federal Credit Union, as well as Cody Larimore Insurance Agency, Pack Saddle Barbecue, Gandy Eeks, and Angelo to Go, VGI Technology, City Limits Bar and Grill, and College Hills Bodega. We couldn't bring these broadcasts to you without the support of our great sponsors, so we love it if Hawk fans would also go out and support these local businesses.
Please tell me y'all were eating some mac and cheese or some fried okra from Pack Saddle right there. You know, they don't just do smoked meats, although they cook those things really well. You got to have some greens, too. Fried okra, in my book, even though it's fried, is still healthy.
It's got to be. It's got a green inside it somewhere.
Exactly. I just hear my mother going through my head all the time. You got to have some green on that plate.
Well, green is covered in brown. Be all right. Here we go. 4th and 10 now for the Hawks.
He's going to roll out to his left and throw to Bills in the corner of the end zone. And he put the ball where it needed to be, which was low and outside, which is really hard because he's a right-handed quarterback rolling left. So you've got to turn your shoulders to the angle you're trying to get to.
Yeah, that's one of those, again, it's a tough throw, tough catch, but we're talking about NFL and college plays, but you see those guys make those plays on, and I'm sure Bills would want that one back, and I bet next time they threw it again, he'd make that catch for him.
Yeah, one like that, you got to turn your hands, and he looked like he was trying to scoop it instead of turning his hands to open to it.
Well, Bearcats got their first stop here of the Friday night. It's Friday the 13th. My kids told me. I didn't even know that. So 1st and 10 now for Ballinger. 5:15 left to go in the first half.
That's going to be a give to the running back, and the backside stunt. Garen Wiggins catches him from the backside when he stopped to turn back inside.
What I'm curious on that, again, that we've mentioned before, they didn't run down 3 or 4 times by the backside. I'm curious.
So Pepper is the one that really helps Wiggins because he sets that outside edge.
Yeah.
And that's a roll. Right now he's playing an outside backer, that play, rolled down.
All right, 2nd and about 11. Like I said, it doesn't give me the ball. It looks like it's right on the 10-yard line, maybe 11-yard line. Yo, new quarterback in. Uh-oh, that's a rolled up leg.
That's a whole lot of Hawks on that tackle.
Yeah, number 6, Cade Struby, a junior, in there at quarterback. Kind of got rolled up there. I'm a little concerned about that, but he's all right. Don't want to watch.
Yeah, you always worry when you see legs stopped and people spinning.
All right, 3rd and 13 for Ballinger. Uh-oh. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah,
and that's
Nathan Pepper.
That is Nathan Pepper reaching over and still in that pass.
Just took it from him. My goodness, right there.
Just took it right out of his hand, said, I'll take that, thank you very much.
Yeah, great play by Pepper again, just stepping in. Bobble snap, ball thrown. Pepper just takes it over the top of it. Things I'm not normally used to seeing on that, but fantastic play there. Hawks are up now 40-0.
So we've seen him play defensive end and now some outside backer. Now he's got a pick from his outside backer position.
You're going to start having that play saying, just don't go to the Pepper side. Just go somewhere else.
We are going away from one.
Whatever it is, check the other way. Luke Kemp coming in for the Pack Saddle Barbecue.
Get him up.
There you go.
And there it is. Dip those things down and then have you some okra afterwards.
All right, well, we'll take a commercial break. Hawks are up 41-0 with 3:44 left to go in the first half.
And then he hits the quarterback.
We're there with you at work and play. We're part of getting your kids where they need to be and where they want to go. It's a relationship that begins with a visit to Mitchell Toyota. A relationship that involves your whole family. We're a part of your life. We're Mitchell Toyota on Knickerbocker Road.
All right, you are watching the Wall Hawks Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Like I said, Hawks are up 41-0.
On the Shirts Landscape kickoff about to happen. You know, it makes sense that Shirts is our sponsor for the kickoff. You know, you want to kick off any horticulture job, they're the people to call, I guess. Right?
I probably needed to come in there and look at some. I can mow the grass. It's my flower beds and all that stuff. Like I said, get a little help from them, give me a little advice, and I'll take it. Good little run there by number 4.
They're going to give him the outside, and he's going to take it for another 6 yards before.
Number 13 there for the Hawks. He's not on our list here, Coach. Jacob?
That is Jacob Braden.
Jacob Braden. Okay, changing numbers on us, Coach Guy.
He was moved up a couple weeks ago from the JV. His brother, Caleb, is a backup quarterback, and he plays a little bit of corner as well.
Definitely know the Braden name. Been around the Hawks for a while in the Wall community. Hawks are moving a few guys around. 1st and 10 now for the Bearcats. 3:34 left to go in the first half. Okay, we've had a quarterback change here.
Well, that's awful nice. Bearcats let our defensive player get set right there.
Yeah, there's the part of watching, and everyone talking, because the coaching team, but there's actually, since urgency getting up and getting going, we're seeing on the Hawks side, just not quite on the Bearcats side. They're still trying to kind of figure it out.
50 does a good job of coming across and kicking out Brylan White, but then doesn't stay with the block, and Brylan White's ultimately the guy who makes the tackle.
Yeah, about 5 yards. They've had a little bit of success on the ground there. Pena's run tough.
Yeah, just stay on. Just stay on and keep driving.
There's Pena again. Just jamming inside. About another 3-yard pickup. Setting up a 3rd and 2 now for the Bearcats. Again, 2:47 left here in the first half.
You know, and what we're seeing is we're starting to see a little bit of what Wall did last week at Grape Creek, where you see some spot players changing out.
Yep.
You got another 2 different outside backers in right now, and an opposite corner.
Yeah, and having some guys be able to get some more work, get some extra work, get them on film.
And that's going to be Will Shear coming in off the edge to make that tackle for a loss and set up 4th and 7 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, just a toss play to the backfield. No one blocked the edge player. Made it a pretty simple tackle there for Will Shear.
Yeah, he had a freebie right there. So with 1:52 left to go and counting, it's ticking down before the half. The Bearcats are going to punt it away, and Wall will have about 1:30. Yeah, about 1:30 to do something on offense, and that is a high kick. I'm sure he'll let it hit, and he's going to hit it at the 48-yard line, and that's where Wall will take over.
Yeah, it was a pop up to the shortstop there. Like I said, kind of bounced up, kick back. I thought it might hit a little. And Brady there that are helping us out, in the games, and so it always makes it interesting, us dads talking together. Here we go, 2nd and 10.
So Wall looks like they're unbalanced here.
Well, I like the flood concept. Got him. No!
And right outside of his reach again. Just dial that bad boy back just a little bit.
Yep. He's looking good, though, on the throw. He's getting his body turned. He's got his shoulder square up. Just a little more air. Dial back a little bit, like you said.
Once again, I alluded to this earlier in the year. That's tough to put a lot of touch on a ball when you're kind of side.
All right, 3rd and 10 for the Hawks. Stays in bounds, and a big hit there by number 20, Aiden Pina, the running back, the sophomore, coming across the field. Timeout now for the Hawks. I hear Coach is talking about the number 8 right now, Briggs Jones. Time and clock, just go and get yourself out of bounds on that play.
Right. It's a great catch, great try to get some stuff, but get out of bounds. Time is this is 2 minutes.
Yep. But that's why, again, you got to keep working that stuff here, even with the score.
That's a very teachable moment. It's like, look, young man, we know what you're trying to do, but this ain't the time to try to get more yards. We got to get out of bounds to save clock.
And so we got 43 seconds left till halftime. Just a reminder again, we'll have the Pixelcast halftime show here. Once we follow up, we usually let happen is we let the bands both come out and play. We will leave on the headsets here so you guys can listen and watch. And then we'll come back in at the end of the Pixelcast halftime show, talk about other scores, other games, other whatever might be going on. And that way you guys can catch up here. We get going the second half.
So Walls starts this coming out of the timeout with 2 more timeouts left. That one's a little low. Would have been a great shot, and Barbie would have had another chance to run out of bounds. You want to try to keep your timeouts to get inside the 10. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, Hawks turned the ball over on that one. Dillard just missed him. That happens. Dillard just missed him on that part. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats, 40 seconds. There's a little bit of hot magma right here. Start trying to march down the field.
But for Wall, that's what you want to see. You want to see how those guys perform in that situation. And, it didn't end up the way they wanted to get into the end zone. They had some shots, but you also were able to evaluate personnel in that situation. And as a coach, that's kind of what you want to do.
Bearcats only had 10 on the field, ran one out late. And so backing it up 1st and 15.
Right now, what we've got is 40.4 seconds in the first half with the 1st and 15 for the Bearcats.
You can see the Hawks defense in prevent, backed off about 20 yards. If you tell Miami that ain't far enough back, Pena on a nice run. He's
Briggs
trying to get out
Jones
of
is going
bounds.
to make that tackle.
32 seconds. I don't believe there are any timeouts left.
No, they don't have any timeouts. And Wall's not going to use their last 2 to stop the clock.
So we got 23 and counting, down to 20. So I can get their hot magma going.
They've got time to run it out. I don't know why they wanted to snap it.
I think they're just trying to get a little bit of something going. 10 seconds left. Clock does stop. Take a shot.
Now it's stopped to move the chains.
Yes. Yeah, stop to move the chains
you.
on that. Earlier we were still in a first down. 7 seconds. They've already spotted the ball. 5, 4, 3, 2. Got the snap off.
And it's just going to be another handoff, and he's going to be tackled about the 44-yard line, and that's going to end the first.
Oh, yes, sir. We will be running some things. So that's our only. Yeah, I agree. So, I think he was his brother's up there. So, I think he might
Somebody told her.
We talk about that all the time. If you want to, we'll always tell people whatever it is. You gotta walk to it, ain't working out. See you guys. Y'all take care.
ball band is under the direction of Preston Moses, assisted by Joshua Harris, and of course, sponsor Ian Moses. Ballinger Bearcat Band, proud of their 2023 show, Shine by the Group. Ballinger Bearcat Band is under the field direction of senior drum major, Eric DeLine. Assistant spinner, Darvan Smith, is Dana Street. Color guard captain is Riley Andrews. Bearcat Band would like to wish the Wall Hawk Band best wishes as they compete tomorrow at the Bearcat Band will compete Monday, October 16th in Abilene at Shotwell Stadium at 5 p.m. Please come to show your support Monday afternoon. This week's section of the week, the color guard. Thank you, ladies, for your continued hard work, story, and portray on the field. The color guard members are Riley Andrews, Cassini Aldilla, Adam Dixon, Lovely Sanders, Esperanza Higgs. Drum majors, you may now take the field.
Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
San Angelo, you're our hometown.
Well, welcome back, Wallhawk fans. You are watching the Wallhawks football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. You are listening to Coach Chad Curry and Coach Larry Holscher, two former football coaches up here just enjoying a Friday night here in Ballinger, America. Hawks are currently up 41-0. You've been watching the Pixelcast halftime show. You got to see the mighty Wallhawk band. And Coach Holscher mentioned earlier, tomorrow night, Coach, they got their performance?
Yeah, it's the, I guess, regional performance or district performance that moves them on to the next round. So it's their playoffs happening tomorrow. It's all on the line at 7:30 for the Hawk Band. That's when they'll take the field at San Angelo Stadium to try to advance to the area round and ultimately to state.
Fantastic. Again, like I said, if you're looking for something to do tomorrow night, that'd be a great way to go support the Wallhawk community. We love the band. We love the cheerleaders. We love the administration. We love the fans. With all that stuff is what helps build these Friday nights for these football players and coaches. Talking about the first half a little bit right now, Hawks are up 41-0. We mentioned earlier, we get this one off the start. It should be 34-0. Coach, go back and talk again about that score that the Hawks got with the ball rolling into the end zone and what that should have been called?
Well, the rule on that is, and it was designed all for the safety of the player, is anytime the ball is kicked and lands in the end zone, the player does not have to touch it. As if it gets to the end zone, it's an automatic touchback no matter what. Now, a player can grab it and try to run it out, but if he chooses not to, it's a touchback.
So Hawks, again, is still up 41-0. That's something we want to make sure we clarified for everyone as well. But so far, I mean, the Hawks have really controlled the game. We've had interception run back for a touchdown. We've had, of course, quarterback Dillard running for touchdowns, Pepper running for touchdowns. I don't have my chart in front of me on that one, but it seemed like a lot of Hawks getting involved.
Briggs Jones had one.
That's right. And making plays. And the Hawk defense, I mean, for the most part, has pretty much held them down. The very last couple of drives there for Ballinger, they did find a little success in the air and a little bit of running as the kind of clock ran out. You know, so I'm curious of what they'll build off on that end. We got about a minute left here to go on it. We're going to highlight some scores around the area. Then as we start the second half, we'll kind of talk about expectations of what we're looking at and maybe some of the game plans that we would make up here as couch coaches up here in the press box. Right now, just a couple scores around the area. You got Tuscola and Clyde. I got a 0-0 score in the second quarter. Again, Grape Creek is losing to TLCA 21-0. Anson is beating Olney 14-6. Eastland is beating Merkel 20-6. Reagan County is losing 0-21 in the second quarter. Albany's up on Cross Plains 28-0. Forsyth is beating Anthony 33-0. Idalou of Oklahoma 14-0. Miles is up 28-0. Coach, it's a lot to zeros tonight is what it looks like on Friday night. Some teams doing pretty well, it looks like.
Well, and here's some games of note, at least in this district. You mentioned the TLC Grape Creek score is now 21-6 at the half. So that's they're battling out over there at Grape Creek, or at TLCA, sorry. And then Brady's over at Early, and they are getting beat right now pretty handedly, 55-8. In the Little Southwest Conference, Legacy is up on Permian 17-6. Midland is up on Friendship right now, 24-21. That's a pretty big game. And right now, Central is up by 1 over Odessa, 28-27. The other one that I think is kind of an important or unique score right now is Mason and Johnson City are knotted up at 21 in Johnson City.
Well, yeah, that'd be a heck of a ball game. Luke Kemp here to send off the Schertz Landscape kickoff. Hawks kicking from right to left.
And he's got just a little bit of room, but he's going to be hit.
And swarmed out of bounds right there, about the 36-yard line. That's number 4, Manny Gonzalez, with a good return there for the Bearcats. Switching guys in and out here right now for the Hawks.
And Kellen Oliver is the one that ultimately makes that tackle. Mason Snowden threw at him, looked like he had him wrapped up, and somehow he spun out of it.
All right, Bearcats set up here 1st and 10, their own 25-yard line. And Bearcats made a quarterback change. Looking for the pop pass, and Logan Thomas said, not meow now. So I think about my Super Troopers reference.
And once again, that is a covered sack just as much as anything. My hat's off to Zawala for holding on to this ball instead of letting it go, because the receivers were totally covered up.
Yeah, 2nd and long now. It was a tough one. He'd have to get that ball out, but it was some man coverage on the side. 2nd and about 16 for the Bearcats. Looking for a little bit of success. You know, coach has probably made some talks and conversations at halftime. This is probably the one I definitely hyped on, is get that young man the ball. He's probably been their best offensive weapon tonight. Again, Aiden Pena, the sophomore for Ballinger.
Well, that and let's see if we can't attack between the tackles a little bit. You at least run the clock at that point, and you instill a little toughness anytime you can run between the tackles.
And again, with Ballinger's getting 0-6, how their schedule sets up, they've always had a tough non-conference. Their best winnable games, just not talking about the other team or not, but it's most likely towards the end, just based on some current win and losses and teams they've played. So they're just trying to find themselves something they can build upon. That might be a face mask. They didn't call it, though, on that part.
And Wall sent an edge pressure off the left side. You'll see Hagen Barbie come upfield as well as Matthew Steen. So they stunted their backers on the left to create automatic pressure and kind of some type of disturbance.
Yeah, Brylan White, they're fighting off the block, making the tackle.
Getting flat down the line once again.
Got a fair catch there by number 8, Briggs Jones. Hawks now have the 1st and 10 from their own. This is about 48-yard line. This has been Oasis Crop Insurance first down. All right, Coach, you talked a little bit there about Ballinger, maybe what they're talking about during halftime, but what are the Hawks focused on right now at 41-0? What are they talking at halftime? What are they trying to get their kids to do the second half here?
Well, I think what they did really good the first half is they put some formations out there that they haven't had on film before, like that receiver over or X over set that they were in earlier. I thought that was a stroke of genius because it makes somebody else have to prepare for them. They also did a little bit of tackle over and some unbalance. So I'm up 41. I'm starting to throw some different looks at you. Now you see them at tight trips. Mm-hmm. Now they do that every once in a while, but not very much. So now you're going to throw off those tendencies by making that one be a little higher rated play.
Nathan Pepper hurdling number 5 there for the Bearcats. Bryce Lopez, but tackled by number 50, Avon Ochoa.
This is a great job. Hagen Barbie on a block out. Even Bills had his guy retreating, and that allowed a little more room.
2nd and 2 now.
So now you see Wall coming out to trips to the boundary. Looks like it's going to be illegal motion on the right guard. I think the center may not have snapped it.
I know it's going to be an offside. I thought he was just in the neutral zone. I know they called it on high school. I thought he was just offsides, at least for the free play.
They're at least going to talk about it, see if it was encroachment or whether it was illegal motion. They're going to call offsides on the Bearcats.
The Hawks set themselves up here on the first down now after the penalty. Yeah, talking about those tendencies, I'm sure every coach on the Saturday has their process, but most of them are drawing up little boxes of every formation they run and make sure they can line up to it. So this is giving some more work.
Yeah, well, not only that, we used to, what is their top formation and their top plays. So anytime you start adding a formation to it and you start running it more, that is Pepper on a really good run, but the blocking was good too. It looks like we got a flag back here, maybe a holding on Bills as a receiver.
I think it's going to be right there on number 50 for the Hawks. Logan Thomas, their coach guy's talking to him right now. A little block in the back. Thomas is pleading his case to coach. You said eye in the sky doesn't lie, Coach. Saw that one.
Hey, man, I could have swore I saw the front of him when I initiated.
Yeah, Coach, it was just right there.
But anyway, what I was saying, you put that formation and you put out more times that you're in that formation. Now you get a skewed look about what that team really does because they were in that formation, and we all know that that's not a formation they're in very often.
Well, Coach, they were in this last time, so showing it's tackle over right now.
It's tackle over with trips when you think about it. And it's just trying to get another way to get a guy over there. So not only did you have regular trips to the boundary, now you have tackle over trips to the boundary.
Something, again, yes, for next week's opponent, the chart here. 2nd and 14. Pepper gaining maybe about a yard on that play, but just swarmed by a group of Bearcats.
54, Hudson Braden still looking for somebody to block right there, it looked like. He was the kick-out block, and the guy kind of juked him and made the tackle on Pepper.
Hawks go back to their traditional, and they cover the quarterback. We saw the pitch man, Coach.
Finally saw that pitch man show up.
Yeah, so
and
great.
All of a sudden, Gunner has to eat it because now the end, that's an easy read for him. You'll see the end step up, and the safety's coming down to be the pitch man, number 13 for
one of the first negative
the
plays
Bearcats,
for the
Kyle
Hawks.
Bullard.
First negative plays there. 3rd and 16 now.
So they have fixed who has dive, quarterback, and pitch.
For the moment, Coach.
For the moment, for sure. And that's going to be a shot to Bills, and it's right through his hands.
Yeah, slant. I mean, they dropped in coverage there. Dillard held it a little bit longer and thread the needle, put it in the hands. We just
Well, that and he stares this thing down. There's no guess on where it's going.
Yep. You got defenders dropping to it. So, I mean, Dillard put a pretty good ball for getting an eye on that the whole way in.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got to make that catch. It goes right through your hands.
4th and 14. Hawks are not punting.
Ooh.
Okay. Bearcats there making their next biggest play they've had all night on that play. A lot of time.
And here we are on the replay. Everybody's got somebody. He gets outside of Pepper, and Pepper just kind of watches.
Yeah, I need to stay on that block to it.
Yeah, you kind of want him to run that block up the field, let him take his momentum with him.
All right, 1st and 10 now for the Bearcats. Their best defensive series they've had, but that was helped by Hawk penalty and then missed blocking assignments.
Now you see a little more substitution on defense.
Pena being patiently behind his blocker.
Number 20 gets the call, Aiden Pena.
The one that kind of makes it, number 5 up top, you'll see him, man. He just totally has got him held, but
yeah, that's what it looks like. 29 made a great job just getting off that hole. Zach Romfeld.
Romfeld did a great job of coming off that hold for the tackle.
2nd and 5 for the Bearcats. We got 6:56 in the third quarter.
Gonna be a little sprint out. Back to the middle of the field.
Yo, close to it. Kind of a dying quail there floating to number 13 there for the Bearcats. Set those feet, throws the quarterback. Felt a little pressure there.
Linebacker does a really good job coming up.
Yep, great pressure for him.
The insure guy, insure the throw.
3rd and 5 now.
Did y'all ever have a name for your guys like that? That still sticks to me.
The trigger?
Yeah, the trigger guy.
Yeah, we call trigger
on the
guy.
edge.
Yeah.
He was our insure guy.
No, that makes sense, yeah. Ours was trigger guy. He rolls out of the pocket.
Yep.
Which backer's dropping in middle cover, which one's triggering
right,
down.
which one's trigger, which one's covering.
Ballinger definitely uses their timeouts a lot.
And they didn't like what they saw with all the shifting, and or at least from the defense, and Ballinger calls timeout. So it'd be a good time to go get a drink and a little Pack Saddle barbecue during this Pack Saddle timeout.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we'll take a quick 30-second break, and we'll come back. Hawks are up 41-0 in the third quarter, 6:43 to go.
Cotton farming in the Concho Valley, that's risky business. Specializing in crop insurance and serving local family farmers for over 15 years, Oasis Crop Insurance understands those risks firsthand. That's why year in and year out, from the first seed you plant to the last boll you harvest, Oasis Crop Insurance is your risk management partner.
Oasis Crop Insurance, service from paradise.
All right, 3rd and 5 there for the Bearcats. Just coming out of a timeout there by the Ballinger Bearcat. Sorry, timeout from Ballinger, 3rd and 5. Found what they liked on that little pin and pull play. Another great run by Pena. So you see on the replay, just blocking down and pulling those two linemen.
Yeah,
being
50
patient
does a really good job of getting on a block.
We found a little bit of success here in the third quarter. Hawks looking to show pressure. And here it comes. There's a little pop pass looked for earlier. Great read and decision there by the quarterback, number 6, Cade Struby.
That's pretty good because he's got pressure coming off of his blind side and to get that ball off.
Looks like number 13, Kyle Bullard on the catch, the senior. We are, looks like 1st and 10 on the 10. Bearcats have not scored a touchdown since week 1 versus Sonora, where they scored 2. There's a slant the other way. Just Coach stood a little bit behind him. I word if he threw it on time, it might have been pick six. That
Yes.
safety was breaking on it.
Yeah, 11 was breaking on that ball. And Romfeld kind of hit it. You'll see it on this replay right here. Well,
yeah.
Maybe not, but you're right. That safety was just sitting there and watching eyes. And
he did a great job jumping on it. If it was a perfect pass, it might have been picked. Is it down to the 1 they're going to call it?
Yeah, he's down to the 1.
Third down. Again, this place might go nuts on a touchdown right here. It's been a while.
So we got third and goal
from the 1. I would give it to Anthony Pena, the tailback, any way you can.
Yeah, just a real IZ.
Just let him go pound it in there. He's a tough runner. He's got some good yards tonight.
So you'll see they just throw a little slant to number 13, and on the replay it ain't going to work, it looks like. There's Pena, and he looks like he got in somehow for the score.
Yeah, and they are excited in Bearcat land. There you go. So now 41-6. We'll see the replay. Looks like Pena tried to bang it in. A little Halloween effects going on, Coach. Thought we were shut this place down tonight.
Yeah, no, they've got the
dust off that
LED
trigger.
lights going on now.
Knocked the dust off that switch, probably the best way to say that, however they get that done. Good job, Ballinger. I like that effect.
Yeah, man, those LEDs, they bring a whole nother level to it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. 41-6, on for the extra point. We got a shifting tailback. I've never seen that as an extra point. This is interesting. Uh-oh. Whoa. Fire.
It's going to be fire call, and he's going to throw it out the back of the end zone.
The dad almost caught it in the vest on the right. He got close to it.
All right, so now we got a 41-6 football game after that pack saddle extra point.
So Ballinger coming out, responding, showing a little bit of energy, making some plays. Hawks making some mistakes with penalties. Gets them on the board right now. So 4:53 left to go in the third quarter. We'll take a 30-second commercial break, and we'll come back. You're watching Wallhawks Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. It is 41-6, 4:53 left to go in the third quarter, and Ballinger's about to kick off. Hey, football fans, would you like to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high definition? All you have to do is install the CSN Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports on Roku and Fire and TV. We invite you to check it out to get the best viewing experience. Number 6, Cade Struby, who came in at quarterback in the second quarter, is also the kicker. So we got Kellen Oliver and Luke Kemp in the backfield, but it's
going to be Thomas Leonis picking it up.
Found a little seam. Ballinger trying to hold him down.
And he's going to get it across midfield over to the Ballinger 45.
1st and 10 for the Hawks. Hawks are now on a quarterback change here. I know it's not Logan Thomas, coach number 3. Is this the Braden kid you were mentioning earlier?
And we're watching a replay of Thomas Leonis. He really kind of just went against the grain and ran through some people.
Number 3 for the Hawks is the quarterback change here.
Caleb Braden.
Caleb Braden, there we go. Oh, ball's on the ground. Bearcats playing a little more energy right now. Matthew Steen, the senior, on the pitch. Ball got out in front a little bit for him to catch it. Fixing that for the young quarterback. That's up 2nd and long.
You know, that's tough to maintain blocks when you got a ball on the ground and everything's going slow. You expect them to hit a little faster.
Nice ball there.
That's going to be, looks like out to Zach Romfeld maybe.
Yeah, Ethan Quinney, coach, 28.
Oh, yeah, Ethan Quinney. You're correct.
Yeah, great ball by Braden there. Quick decision, ball out in a hurry.
Right where it wants to be.
Yeah, I try to teach my son our other quarterbacks too. My son and I are working on it now. Instead of throwing to him, throw it through him. That ball had a little zip on it, put it right in his chest. Great ball. 3rd and 7 now. There's the pitch they were looking for earlier. Steen's got a nice little seam. Blocks downfield.
You know, and that's what I was talking about earlier. You get on that block, you're able to stay with that block when the timing's right. When the timing's not right, it's harder to do. And that's 2 really good ones. Luke Kemp's got a block, and so does Kellen Oliver. Both of them kind of running them up the field.
And that's Oasis Crop Insurance, 1st down. 3:01 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
That's a quick decision by Caleb to pitch it out, and Luke Kemp's going to score off of that from about 22 yards out.
Yeah, great just pitch and run. Great blocks downfield. And the Hawks get themselves another touchdown as we sit up here for the Pack Saddle Barbecue extra point. You can see it on the CSN replay.
He rides it, pulls it, kicks it.
We lost our pitch man again, Coach.
Yeah, the pitch man is, I'm not sure where he was.
On that play. It's another touchdown now for the Hawks. Luke Kemp runs it in, and he comes to kick it. Got to love small school ball.
And it's good.
Yeah, we got
a flag in the back, so I'm not sure what we're going to, because that's from somebody underneath the goalpost.
I think we got 12.
Don't see that very often.
I think we got 12 on the field.
Yep. They're going to decline that, and the point is good.
Yeah. All right, 2:45, 47. The Hawks are up 47-6. Hey, fans, you know the Concho Sports Networks is a Pixelcast media brand. Yes, all content you see from CSN, including these live broadcasts, is produced by San Antonio's own Pixelcast Media. There's no better way to get your story out to the world than with video, and no one in San Angelo does it quite like Pixelcast Media. So if you'd like to expand your brand in San Angelo and West Texas, give us a call at Pixelcast Media, 325-486-0300. That's 325-486-0300. So Hawks march down the field, up 48-6 on the Bearcats. Luke Kemp scores the touchdown, the extra point, and now he's about to do the Shirts landscape kickoff. Bearcats are still trying to discuss their kick return here. I'll be surprised we get the play clock going in a little bit. Again, Hawks brought a fantastic.
It's going to start being returned there, and he's going to get all the way out to about the 30.
Yeah, number 4 there, Manny Gonzalez. He is, every time he's caught the ball, I mean, he hits it hard and fast and trying to get there in a hurry. But swarmed by the Hawks there in the corner. Couldn't quite see who got the tackle. Maybe we can see here in the CSN replay. I saw Thomas Leonis in there mixed in. It's like number 7.
Yeah, it's Brady Stone.
17, or it might have been as well.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of the starters come out right here, back out here on defense. The defensive line is different, but your linebackers and secondary are all some of their ones. Except now you see Pepper playing safety.
Yeah,
Actually, I think he was playing an outside backer that looked like a rolled-up safety.
Well, I was kind of curious on that. No one was over the top of number 2 there, and I was like, well, they're going to disguise something, or maybe 2 guys are playing the same position now. Moving guys around, but it looks like Barbie there's backed up now. It's back to the safety role.
Yeah, I mean, he was truly the safety, but I think they had Pepper playing their safety outside backer hybrid position.
No. 2nd and 10 for the Bearcats.
They're going to bring a lot of people right here.
Good little inside move there by number 5. Looks like Bryce Lopez. A little in-to-out move. First down for the Bearcats. Pick about 15.
Looked like Barbie was the one that knocked him out of bounds.
A third one coming on. Who's coming off? There we go.
All right, so the whole front line is back. It looks like they're going to man up on these receivers and bring a lot of folks again.
Pin and pull. Pena's trying to be, patient on that one, but met at the line of scrimmage. Didn't quite get the edge that he had earlier.
And Will Shear and Gary Wiggins are there to stop him.
Yeah, looks like Wiggins came downhill and kind of finished that off. Along with that, Will Shear, number 0.
Yeah, Wiggins was coming with a purpose.
2nd and 10. There's a minute left here in the third quarter. So hopefully a good little story about getting blown out my coaching career after this play. We'll see what happens.
That's going to be short, and Hagan Barbie was driving on it.
Nathan Pepper did a great job of just kind of shutting off the edge on the quarterback sprint out and get to the right. My first year coaching at Miles, we were a very young team. We went and played Anson. They were pretty dang good, and they were up 40-0 on us on the fourth quarter, and the White head official walks over to me and goes, hey, do you want to run the clock? I said no, but do you mind telling him to go take his starters out?
Yeah.
Because I can't do that, so don't worry about that. We'll just play over here.
Yeah, exactly.
When we help you out, no, how about you go take his starters out? He's up 40-0 on me. Well, they were a solid team.
That's a pretty good answer to that question. Now we got a defense out here. We'll play.
Yeah.
So we got 34.3 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and it's going to bring up 4th down for the Bearcats, 4th and 11.
Bearcats are punting. They're playing a safe defense, but they are going to drop back Briggs Jones here. That's his best punt of the night, but we fair caught it. The 29-yard line. All right, 34 seconds. We'll stay here until the end of the third quarter. Now, that was something I always appreciated, was finding a good punt returner.
Oh,
I don't think people realize how hard. I'm not saying it's hard, but not every kick can go back there and catch a ball kicks, in the air and moving around and doing all that stuff.
Sure.
And so.
Yeah, no, a punt returner's a special guy because they've got to have ice in their veins.
Yes.
They got to be okay taking a hit and a penalty from it when they're trying to fair catch a ball.
Probably the last play here of the third quarter. 1st and 10, Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
That's going to be just a give to
Will Shear.
Will Shear. He's one that doesn't line up back at fullback very much. Last week, his first carry was for a touchdown over in Grape Creek, and now they're going to – looks like they're going to switch their personnel.
About 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. We'll see if they get this snap off or not.
It's going to be a pitch out.
Oh, made a good play there by number 5. Again, Bryce Lopez. Hawks are up 48-6. We have finished 3 quarters with 1 to go. We will take a commercial break and join you guys back here for the last quarter of the game.
Established in 1927, Schertz Landscape Company is as well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions we live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Schertz.
First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa is a giant of a credit card. With great low rates, no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and even a rewards option, First Community's Platinum Visa is the card for you. With security as a high priority, you can lock your card in case it's lost, stolen, or just to limit its use. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa.
All right, fans, we are back. About to start the fourth quarter. 3rd and 11 for the Hawks.
Damn it.
Couldn't quite escape. Number 56 there for the Hawks, Nick Martinez.
You know, and that's one of those, you want him to throw that thing away. You're outside the tackle box. You know, and that's the tackle right, 52, that kind of puts a hand on him, lets him go, and
trying to get bodies in and out here. I think a dad over here is trying to help out, let everybody know it's a punt situation.
so we're using a different punter. It looks like Bills. That might be why this is his first punt of the year.
Hawks decided to take a timeout right here just to make sure they got the right personnel. We got mixing some kids in here in and out. We do want to thank some of our sponsors tonight, including our presenting sponsor, First Community Federal Credit Union, as well as Mitchell Automotive Group, Pack Saddle Barbecue, Schertz Landscape Company, Oasis Crop Insurance, the Financial Services Center. We couldn't bring these broadcasts to you without the support of our great sponsors, so we'd love it if Hawk fans would also go out and support these local businesses. We have 11-14 coming back out of the timeout. Coach, as you said, Landon Bills, you think this is one of those, hey, Coach, can I go punt this time situations? Or?
Well, you know, you got to work another guy.
Yeah.
If you don't have Ryan Allen, you've got Luke Kemp, but you better have another guy. So we're getting a good look here on this, coming out of this Pack Saddle timeout, on what Landon Bills can do.
Good snap.
It's pretty high, and it's up, and it looks like it's going to roll. Somebody get on it.
There we go. It's got about a 25, 24-yard punt, somewhere right around there. So Bearcats do set up in Hawk territory. They'll be 1st and 10. It looks like they're going to put it on the 43-yard line. Let me get started.
Yeah, and if, you know, going back, if Caleb Braden can get away from that one guy, he had some guys open down the field. So it'll be interesting in this fourth quarter to see Caleb come back out and see what he can do.
Try to update y'all scores as we go. Ozona's up on Cristobal 26-3, still in the third. TLCA is still up 21-6. Let me refresh my page here. Trying their pop pass, got him right in the middle again. That's a Bearcats' second dropped pass there. That one, I don't know if it would have walked in, but we got a pretty good yards on that. All right, Ozona's up 32-18 on the Cristobal. TLCA is up 21-12 on Grape Creek. Sonora's up big now, 42-0 on Reagan County. Those mighty Bulldogs from Miles are up 56-8 on Hamlin. 2nd and 10 now for the Bearcats.
Looked like it might have been a little illegal motion, but no.
Good
and that's
tackle
going to be
there.
11 on the tackle.
Good tackle there by Mr. Holster.
If he doesn't make that tackle, I don't know if he may not score.
He does a good job as a free safety there. He's the last line of defense. He comes downhill and reads it.
Takes a pretty good angle. Yeah, if he doesn't make this, he won't score. He'll make about 5 more yards.
Great job.
He had a lot of Wall Hawks coming to chase him.
All right, with the penalty, it's going to back up the Bearcats. So it'll be second and about 18, second 18 here on the Bearcats 49. Got good protection, rolling out to the right,
God,
another little scramble.
And he had some guys behind the secondary, but the pressure on him kept him from pulling the trigger.
Yeah. Instead of a third and long now, again, we think it's about third. They got 16 on the scoreboard, third and 16. 10:20 to go, fourth quarter. You can tell Pack Side will have a late night drive-through, Coach.
Say that again.
Pack Side will have a late night drive-through.
Oh, yeah.
He'd have something like that to hook us up here. Get something on my way home.
Yeah, a little brisket on the way home be great right now.
Try
Once
the deep shot
again, he has somebody deep. If he can get it off, and he can, he runs out of bounds to set up a 4th and 10. He had his number one receiver ran a post flag, and on the double move, he kind of got behind the safety. But once again, the quarterback is kind of scrambling, and that's tough to do, to look downfield while you're scrambling and find that guy off of a double.
Yeah, like I said, 4th and 11 here. I'm sure same thing. Probably going to put the ball back out in the air. He's gotten some pressure. He's gotten out of the pocket. Can he find somebody again in that situation?
So it's
got here? False start.
False start on the Bearcats, which is set up 4th and 16.
And I didn't see much movement on that part there, so maybe the center picked it up, set it back down or something. So 4th and back to 16 or so, 17 now they got on the board.
So with 10:14 left, it's now 4th and 16 for the Bearcats, and now it looks like they're going to switch over to a punt formation. Looks like Kellen Oliver's going to go back to receive it. And he's going to give a fair catch sign and sit right there at the 20-yard line.
Hawks will be 1st and 10. Oasis Crop Insurance first down. 10:06 left in the third quarter. We've seen Hawks starting to move some guys around here on the offensive side of the ball, getting some younger guys some looks, some other players as well. Hey, Hawk fans, we want to remind you again that if you are in the market for a new car or truck, go see the folks at Mitchell Automotive Group. That's Mitchell Toyota on Knickerbocker Road, Mitchell Buick GMC on Sherwood Way. Run, Luke Kemp out here on the edge, making people miss. And he's going to take this one to the house.
And he's gone. Nobody's going to catch Luke Kemp, I don't think.
Nope. He found the extra gear. Touchdown, Hawks. Luke Kemp, that was about a 80-yard run. Looks like just a toss right. We'll see on the replay here in a little bit to it. Catches the alley right here. Bearcats don't quite fit where they need to. Great blocking downfield by the other Hawk teammates. Luke Kemp finds the extra gear right there and just finishes it off. And now he gets to, congratulations, son. Now you get to go kick an extra point. Packs out on one, though, at least. 80-yard run to go boot this one in.
And don't cross your leg over. You'll be good. I know it weighs 5 pounds right now. And like he doesn't. It's up and it's good. So dip those ribs in that sauce and have you another one.
All right, Hawks take the lead, 55-6. We'll take a commercial break and come back here to finish off the game. How's that district shaping up?
Those two will be on the bottom.
Gotcha.
They're fighting for.
We are. All right, welcome back, Hawk fans. You are watching the Wall Hawk football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Your Hawks are up 55-6 with 9:52 to go in the fourth quarter. Luke Kemp just ran in an 80-yard toss right play, kicked the extra point, and now he's doing the Schertz landscape kickoff. Great job by the Hawks, just kind of making that wall and working him to the sideline. First and 10 for the Bearcats. I've had some success here in the second half throwing the ball. And Pena's still been a good, tough running back for him as well.
And he's sitting back. He's got time. He's looking downfield. And once again, he's going to – that's a pressure play. You had the secondary over the top. Kind of had an intermediate route open up late. But by that time, he was already under so much pressure that he couldn't get it off.
You know, we're just getting coaching here from the press box. It looks like it's some very long developing routes that, again, a young quarterback's got to kind of sit there and be patient for it to open. And so.
Yeah, you got to hit something a little faster for this young man, especially with this type of pressure coming out. But even your intermediate routes take a little longer to develop.
Yep. Completion there, got the ball out in a hurry. Sub about a third and 7. Bearcats in their trips formation.
So a tight, so you limited up top on what you could see with the tight end. And once again, that is a coverage sack.
Oh, fantastic.
He wanted
coverage.
to throw to a little curl route by number 2, and the backer and the safety kind of closed that one off, and he had to look away. You can see his eyes looking right in the middle of the field, and it just wasn't there.
Bearcats are setting up for a punt again.
So Jacob Braden, number 13, and I want to say 57. Andrew Arnalis were the ones that had the pressure on him. And that's another high punt up in the sky. Kellen Oliver will call a fair catch, and the Hawks will take over on the 30-yard line.
So it'll be first and 10 for the Wall Hawks, 8:08 to go. And we're up 55-6 here. And guys subbing in and out, trying to get some bodies in there. Try to update you guys some scores on the way. Ozona's extended their lead 40-18 over Cristobal. Miles extended their lead 63-8 over Hamlin. Central's extended their lead 49-27 over Odessa. Braden on that carry. About 8 yards. Good blocking downfield there. Number 65 for the Hawks. Again, Zach Welch, Jr. Hawks just sealing an edge, finding lanes to run.
In this district, TLCA is up 28-12 over Grape Creek. And Early has opened the floodgates. They're now up 62-8 over Brady. So they're kind of putting that game out of.
Is Early at home, or are we going too early this year?
Sir?
Are the Hawks, is Early coming to Wall this year, or are we going soon?
Wall's going too early.
Okay.
Wall finishes out the year. They've got TLCA at home next week. And then they go too early, and then they'll finish out the regular season at home with Brady.
Gotcha.
But it looks like that game in early is going to be kind of like last year, where it's setting up potentially the district title. And this is going to be Jacob Braden breaking out. No, that's Garrett Guy breaking right through the middle and then bouncing outside for about a 30, 40-yard gain. And a Walhart Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
Yeah, big play there by a guy on that play. So it's a first.
Really good vision to bounce out. Once he put it right up in that hole, he just saw it and bounced out.
Right back to Garrett Guy here.
And he's going to stumble and bumble for another about 5 yards.
Yeah, nose tackle right there, number 60, Ernest Escobar, the senior. Well, blowing up kind of the play. Almost had a play in the backfield, but Garrett Guy slips by. 2nd and 5, 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Oh, you got seeing that safety come up. You have nobody over on that flat.
Garrett Guy stopped this time. Number 77, Tucker Frieta. So 3rd and 5 is what we have on the scoreboard.
So with 5:18 left, the Hawks are driving.
Ballinger's not.
Leonis is going to drive all the way down to about the.
Carrying guys down the field. So Ballinger had much of an answer on those edge plays right there, but Leonis finding a little seam, good blocks downfield.
You got number 9 blocking the edge, number 11 blocking up on the sideline, and Leonis cuts off, and the corner just jumps on him. And he carries him for about 10 yards.
Yeah, Aiden Zavala there finally brings down Leonis for the Hawks. Says it's a 1st and goal on the 1-yard line. Leonis punches that one in for a touchdown. Hawks score again.
And I like that after Leonis fought so hard to get him down there. It's kind of nice to go ahead and give him the rock and score.
See on the CSN replay right here. Right back to Leonis, finds a seam and just pipes it in there. So 61-6 right now. Luke Kemp on for the Pack Saddle Barbecue extra point.
And you know what time it is.
That's right.
I know I know y'all had so many tonight, but one more.
If you're still with us, you're not food comatose right now. You might be. Oh, they block it. Or I don't know, they missed it on that part too. But man, you must have got the 3 slabs of ribs or something after tonight. You've been dunking and eating a lot.
Well, at this point, even if it's one of the pieces of fried okra that you're dunking in the barbecue sauce, just because you just can't handle another rib.
Get back, walk in that kitchen, grab yourself some right there, whatever it might be.
You've got 6 more days to recover.
That's right. All right, Hawks are up 61-6, 4:31. We will take a quick commercial break and we will come back.
We're there with you at work and play. We're part of getting your kids where they need to be and where they want to go. It's a relationship that begins with a visit to Mitchell Toyota. A relationship that involves your whole family. We're a part of your life. We're Mitchell Toyota on Knickerbocker Road.
All right, we are back. You're watching the Wall Hawks on the Concho Sports Network. Again, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Hawks just scored. Leonis dragged somebody down to the 2. Then he got the little handoff to punch it in for a touchdown. Make it 61-6 with Luke Kemp on the extra point. Luke Kemp is now kicking off your Shirts Landscape kickoff.
And that's going to come all the way to the 8 where he's going to pick it up. We'll see if 51 can hold on, and he sure did.
Yeah. Yeah, Trevor Wyatt there, number 51 for the Wall Hawks.
Yeah, that was a heck of a catch and a throw by Trevor Wyatt.
Yeah, Manny Gonzalez there is running tough all night.
Yeah, we've got a Bearcat down on the field.
All right, we'll take a 30-second timeout break, and then we'll come back here after the injury update.
Are you looking for the perfect spot to enjoy delicious food, refreshing drinks, and catch all the football action? Look no further than City Limits. From sizzling hot wings to juicy burgers, our menu will satisfy all your cravings. Whether you're in the mood for a craft beer, a signature cocktail, or a classic beverage, our talented bartenders can take care of you. Our friendly staff is here to ensure you have the best experience possible from the moment you walk in. So whether you're looking for a place to unwind after work, enjoy a night out with friends, or catch all of the football action, City Limits is the place to be.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
All right, fans, we are back. Number 4, Manny Gonzalez there for Ballinger, was banged up, was able to get up and walk off the field. So now it's 1st and 10 for the Bearcats.
This Oasis Crop Insurance first down. We'll see what the Bearcats can come up with. They motion a guy over for a blocker, but Jacob Braden had none of that. He sniffed it out and made a tackle on that slip screen. As the band gets a little excited playing Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline here.
We got a couple fans trying to start the wave here on the Hawk side, but only 2 have started and no one else has joined.
Well, I mean, you know you're having fun when Neil Diamond comes out, right?
That's right.
I said it last week, you know, this is just one of those feel-good songs whether you're at a football game or a piano bar.
So now we've got about 4 people joining in there on the wave. But back to the action, a tackle there by number 7, Brady Stone, senior, for the Wall Hawks. Set up a 3rd and 9 for the Bearcats.
With 3:19 and counting left on the clock in the game.
Hawk fans have stayed faithful, still got a full crowd right now.
You know, make it just a counter right there. And
43
number
there.
65.
Garrett Guy, along with 65, Zach Welch on the tackle. See it here on the replay.
They get out there and help bring this guy down. And that'll bring up 4th and 10 and another punt from the Bearcats with 2:37 and counting, so they could punt this thing off with about 2:15 left. He's going to call another fair catch, and it bounces off his pads, but he gets it and takes a knee at the Hawk 40 with 2:17 left on the clock.
Hawks take over, and Oasis Crop Insurance first down, 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Now they get 1 first down, they'll be able to take a knee and finish this out. And Hawks subbing a few guys here and there, get them some reps.
looks like the Hawks are going to take a knee right here. Just looking at the formation.
Don't even need the first down.
So this one would take them all the way down to a minute 30. They could run it out here, barring any timeouts from Ballinger.
I know some coaches got some chart that he's penciling in. They got 1 timeout, 2 timeouts, 3 timeouts left, and how much you can take off. I think usually officials try to help you out too here a little bit as well in between.
Sir. And they're going to be pretty content to snap this thing with about 1 second, which would have it about 1:33. So they snap it at 1:35, and the 40-second clock has not reset yet because the officials haven't set it. There it goes. So it started at 1:26, which would take it all the way down to 46 seconds left on this third down play. So they're okay letting the clock wind down and punting it back away.
So fans, don't forget to join us after the game for the post-game Pixelcast media show. We'll just do a little quick recap of the game and thank our sponsors and talk maybe a few other scores around the area. But again, Hawks are up 61-6, 55 seconds left on the game clock. Just take your time. 6 seconds, don't spot it yet. You hear that? And the Ballinger home clock guy will now start it. He was on that clock as well, too.
So that will do it here. He did not set that ball for a while and did not start the 40-second clock until there's plenty, like a half a second over.
We're going to be done here, too. So there's 19 seconds left. Again, Hawks are up 61-6. Once this thing officially hits 0, we'll take a quick commercial break, come back, and wrap up and get the post-game show going.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley. With new, used, or refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices on GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community today for your auto financing needs.
Dear San Angelo, we know you have high expectations.
You value excellence, innovation, and hometown values.
You're built with tradition, yet open to new experiences.
You look at your glorious past and create a vision for the future.
You expect professional grade and settle for nothing less.
For all that and more, we are proud to say, San Angelo, you're our hometown.
All right, fans, welcome to the Pixelcast postgame media show. The Wall Hawks just wrapped up the game tonight, winning 61-6. Coach, what's kind of your thoughts on the game tonight? Things to think about from tonight's action, and also prepare themselves kind of going forward.
Well, I think the Bearcats, to me, they've got to just stick to their guns and trust who they are. And they're not a bad football team. Wall is a good one. And Wall showed them a lot of stuff tonight that they haven't seen. Not saying that they don't know it's coming, but they haven't seen Wall do it this year. But if you're Ballinger, man, stick to your guns. Keep working hard, dude. You got a young football team right there. Wall, I think they were able to do exactly what they wanted to do coming in tonight. They wanted to try out a new center because their center's currently hurt, and see how he handled it. He did a great job. They did not turn the ball over tonight, which is a positive. That's been something I know they wanted to clean up, and they cleaned that up tonight. They had a chance to put some things on film for other people to have to work on.
Hawks had a great job tonight. Again, won 61-6. A lot of big plays, a lot of big moments, and again, as hopefully you fans can Again, always watch back the replay on the Concho Sports Network through YouTube and watch the recording that we have. Coach, you want to update us on some scores around the area that you've been following?
Well, the big ones, I think, are I'm going to stay in this district because people that are watching this that are Hawk fans or even Ballinger fans, you're curious about this district. Early, barring any major problem, is going to beat Brady. They're up 69-8. Pretty much the whole fourth quarter, but that's a pretty big hole to climb out of. And TLCA is up on Grape Creek 35-12. Some local big school action. Legacy is tied up with Permian at 24-all. Midland is beating Wolford Friendship by 3 possessions right now, 38-21. And, oh, goodness, I just lost it. Central is Odessa's scratching their way out with the entire fourth quarter to go. They're down 49-34 right now.
Well, again, fans, thank you all for tonight. We'll also make sure we thank our sponsors, First Community Federal Credit Union, Pack Saddle Barbecue, Mitchell Automotive Group, Church Landscape Company, Oasis Crop Insurance, Financial Services Center, Cody Larimore Insurance Agency, Gandy Inc., VGI Technology, San Angelo To Go, College Hills Bodega, City Limits Bar and Grill. We want to thank both teams for allowing us to broadcast, and thank you, fans, for watching. Good night.